Now you can see remnants of the jail here as well as we'll be walking across the street. And a lot of celebrated, wartime heroes are come from here. That's the grave we're going to be going to, is one of the best guerrilla warfare fighters that is revered. So we'll try to get to all this stuff and show it to you all, but let's tuck in on this episode 3 here of walking around this nature reserve that's absolutely pristine and well kept. This is pretty epic drone footage still, nonetheless, even though it is super windy. The cool little broken boat you're about to see here that's got filled up with sand. There's dogs everywhere. Again, everybody's happy. It's just super cool to see stuff like this in Vietnam that is preserved well and just clean and taken. Alright, so now we should be cutting over to footage of me starting the walk. Alright, so let's take a look around at this little nature's reserve park here. It's pretty massive. You can walk this whole thing. I'm going to show you all around right now. I'm absolutely in love with this place. I met some Ukrainian guys that actually live here. One guy's been here 3 years, the other guy a year, and they gave me quite a bit of pretty useful information. There's absolutely no partying here whatsoever. They said there is no nightlife. Everything pretty much closes at 9:30, which is fine. I'm not here to party. I'm here to film this awesome place and try to get people to come here when they visit Vietnam. In my opinion, this is a must stop area on your trip to Vietnam. Even if it's a 2-week trip, come here for 2 nights. I'm going to say you'd probably want to stay at the Secret. We're going to review that next, but the place is completely booked. People are there. It's the most popular place. If the place I was at now was more affordable, it would be a good option too. It's just not worth, $80 a night. It's like a $30 to $35 hotel. And they're not booking any of the rooms I booked. Everybody's booking the cheaper rooms with no balcony and off to the side, because that's about $60 a night, which is still too expensive. And the Ukrainian guys told me a lot of this stuff is new. They put in these sidewalks. They're constantly renovating, constantly cleaning, constantly putting stuff in. The water isn't always that blue. They said around this time of year is the best time to come. It's the clearest now. They also said it's so clean because it's been closed, and they constantly cleaned it when it was closed, and there's not many people coming still. But they said they clean all the time, as I suspected. Cleaning crews out all the time. So as you see here, this is going to be parts of the jail. You can see it. There's also tiger cages here that we'll be filming, that Vietnam War veterans used to come and revisit here. And then we've got some kind of thing up here. Let's take a look at it and read it. I mean, it's so nice here. I absolutely just, the air, no pollution, you're surrounded by the beautiful ocean. It's just absolutely amazing. Oh, they have incense. Do they have one to burn? I need to do I know exactly how to do this. Where's the incense? It should be around here somewhere. You shouldn't have to bring your own. There's the fruit. Let's see. Okay, it's over here. And you leave a couple dong. Okay. We will do that. So we'll set up the camera for the prayer. I'll show you how it's done. When you come here, this is Buddhist. My wife is Buddhist. So, let's see. Let me flip out the screen. Spot focus. Cancel. Okay. Let's see. So, Hang Kiao Cemetery covers, so this is a cemetery, covers an area of about 97,000 meters, which is the burial place of about 10,000 prisoners. Okay. Killed by the French colonists at Condal prison from the early 20th century until the period of White Terror in 1940 to 1941. In 1997, the graves found here were relocated to Area D, Hang Duong Cemetery at Kandao. Currently, there are only natural forests and the remains of prisoners who are still undiscovered underground. Well, rest in peace, guys. I'm sorry that the French did that, and I'm sorry that we came here and tried to liberate you for reasons that we should not have, but you know, this is life and war and politics and stuff like that. Let's see here. First thing we gotta do, we light the incense. Got the incense lit. 1, 2, 3. Put the incense in. Okay. That's how you do it. So if you ever wanted to know how you do that, now you know. Okay. Put the screen back in. Put that out. Cancel spot focus. Okay. Oh, we forgot to pay for the incense stick. So let's pay for the incense stick. Let's see here. 2,000 should cover one. I don't need the internet trying to troll me. Okay. So yeah, that's what this is. This is the prison over here. There is some remnants of it. There's probably a sign on there that says what it is. Actually, let's go investigate. It was a nice idea that they turned this into a natural forest and keep these grounds up really nice. It's a lot of people that died. May they rest peacefully. I think there's a sign on there. Let's just investigate. And then we'll walk around some more. This could be episode 4 or 5. I'm not sure the order. I've been shooting so much. You have to understand that these really aren't vacations for me. I come here and I'm editing, you know, the way it goes, film all day, go home and edit a video before I go out and eat or have a few cocktails, edit the video, and then start the upload process, go out, eat, have a few cocktails, come home at around 9, research things for a half hour, edit another video, start the upload process, because internet's very slow in these type of areas. So it takes a very, very long time to upload a 4K video. 3 to 6 hours depending on the length of the video. So it's just constantly editing, uploading, filming. So no real time to do anything else. Especially when it's a short trip, there's especially doubly no time to do any enjoyment factor really, other than when I'm filming, which I do love my job. So all right, Phu Thao Camp, built in 1925. From 1930 to 1960 it was named Bagni 3 Camp 3. 60 to 73 it was Bak I Camp, then Camp I. After the Paris Agreement, changed from Phu Thao Camp. Total area 12,700 meters, including 10 large chambers, especially under U.S. Stoogie Chamber 10th, was separated into 15 penitentiary cells. So yes, this was part of the prison, as I figured. I mean, you can see the sentry tower over here, the barbed wire, very much still intact. When they were concluding the Paris Agreement, right in here, we used radio to secretly jot down the whole protocol on exchange for the political prisoners. So yeah, you get very prison vibes, you know, coming down. So they've just done a wonderful job here of turning this into, you know, a monument essentially, and a tourist area to come enjoy these things and celebrate, you know, their wartime heroes. The grave we're going to go to was, I guess, one of the best guerrilla. What the hell? Did I leave my phone somewhere? Jolly. Did I put it in my bag? Hold on. Oh, I put it in my bag. Let me read as we're walking back over here. I actually have the information. Thank you to my sister for paraphrasing it all and sending it to me. You're a real G. My sister's a teacher, so. Alright. Anti-regime activists and criminals. Several of these jails are now deeply moving, harrowing sights to visit. I believe this is where they sent the communists who spoke out against France, Indochina. The Condau was important nesting grounds for sea turtles as well, and there are 11 endemic trees. The largest was Fuhai, where political rebels and criminals were herded together naked in the French period. Today, the dank rooms are filled with emaciated, chained mannequins. This prison acted as a revolutionary university for leaders of the People's Army in Vietnam and Vietnamese Communist Party, many of whom were incarcerated here by the French and Americans. You can even visit the grave of Wu Thi Sao, so sorry if I said that wrong, the teenage guerrilla fighter and national hero. So as I said, yeah, like a real national treasure that teenage guerrilla fighter was. So we will definitely be visiting that grave. Let me pause here. Okay, we're back. If you're wondering why I do the pause, the camera has some problems sometimes where it just turns off. I don't want to lose stuff that's pretty good content, so hence why we do that. And then this is government stuff here. There's lots of government buildings here and a little bit of army here. And you just generally don't film that stuff, just an FYI. You don't film police, you don't film government buildings. They do not like that. Don't even have a camera out if you're walking around a government building, especially if you're in Saigon. Oh, there's a bird over here. I mean, as you can see, they've really made this a really nice little walking reserve park here, which in my opinion is a fantastic idea. We'll go down here and we'll hook around. Again, I apologize for the wind. It uses a feather muffler system, so I'm gonna actually make a foam one like the Rhodes mic has when I get back to Saigon, and we'll try that out and see if it's better. I think foam works a little better than this feathered one, so I'll be making foam. This is a dual direction microphone. This is why I use this one, is it records both the front and back, so which is key for the style of vlogs I do for when I do this and we're looking at my face. Now we are going to shoot more vlog videos like this, more on my face. They're going to be about once or twice a week, and then of course we're going to stick to me pretty much POVing format as the main thing, but I want to kind of mix in a little bit more of variety, because some people just do like, you know, the camera on me and kind of talking and walking. Extremely windy. The drone was very difficult to fly. Talking extremely difficult. Wow, absolutely just breathtakingly beautiful. You really do get Malibu vibes here. I'm going to continue to say it. I absolutely love Malibu, even though there's only one way in, one way out, really. I mean, there's multiple ways, but if I had to go back to California and I was rich, I would be a Malibu person for sure. I happen to really enjoy it. I'm a West Sider in LA. I do not like really anywhere else in LA. I like Koreatown. I could live in Koreatown, but it's just all too expensive. It's Makwa. Makwa is too expensive, too much in Vietnamese. When I say yeah, Dum Roy, that means correct, yes. Not really yes, correct, yeah, correct. Yes up north is Vong, and yes here is Chiang, Chang, one of those, something like that. Not very frequently used in the southern dialect. Very rarely. Almost always for saying like yes or to something, it's yeah, Dum Roy. Or Dum Roy. Wow, look at these trees, man. They're pretty epic. These, I imagine, have been here for a very long time. As you can see, just extreme minimal garbage. I imagine most garbage that is here is probably by tourists because they're just used to that. You know, you have to understand that, you know, Vietnamese were never really taught to, you know, throw trash away. They haven't implemented any kind of government regime of saying, hey, let's do, you know, a big trash propaganda push and start recycling. And Korea and Japan are far ahead on that stuff, and it really pays off to keeping your country look beautiful. Sorry about the wind. Xin lỗi. Xin lỗi is I'm sorry in Vietnamese. Typically it can be said for getting around someone if they're in your way. You can also say Lam on. If someone's in your way and you need to get by, Lam on. Let's see. This place is just amazing. Absolutely stunning. Go for a nice walk. This is going to be really a nature's love paradise if you're really into nature and you want to clean. I mean, look at this. You could just walk this beach every day. Really, it's the guys here from Ukraine said they just love living here. You know, they'd like to go to the airport around there and chill out and watch the airplanes land. They said it's really cool to watch those airplanes land, so we are going to in fact do that as well. And then they said the monkeys are actually really nice, and that's where they hang out. He's up there. He said bring some fruit for them. They'll come and they're not aggressive in any kind of way. They said, like the the Vung Tau monkeys are insane, but that's kind of because of the tourists that go there. They're not so good, but you know, they don't know any better. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Well, that concludes the tour of the cemetery / reserve park that they've made out of it. It's pretty huge. You can really, you know, walk around this thing. It keeps going that way. So you could probably do a 45-minute hour walk here, get in a good amount of steps. Let's see, that's kind of the start of my walking day. Walked about 2,200 steps, so walk 2,200 back. You'll get about 4,400 steps just out of what we just did. And as you can see, there's a nice sandbar here, so if you want to come swim and kind of walk a sandbar, you can see where it opens here. That happens at about 11:45, and it's all pretty shallow here, so this would probably be a pretty good area to come swim as well. Again, I have nothing but absolutely amazing things to say about this place. This is for sure, for me, going to be a spot that I will continue to come back to over and over and over again for short periods of time. This would be an absolutely wonderful weekend getaway from Saigon. You know, bring your girlfriend or your wife. Even come here solo, no big deal, but you book a nice resort, enjoy some nature, you know, take some lovely dips in the ocean. The ocean water is great. I swam in it earlier. Doesn't give you any kind of itchy vibe or anything like Vumtau water. I won't even get in. It's so dirty, and there's, you know, sewage getting pumped into it and trash floating everywhere. Same in Da Nang. Da Nang water makes you feel all weird because there's so much sewage getting pushed out into it, and you've got the river draining. It's just not an enjoyable experience of swimming out there for me. Here, much cleaner. Yes, you're gonna have sewage pumping out here too, but it's so much minimum because there's so little people here. So really pristine. I wonder if that's an oil rig out there. Try to find out about that. That's definitely a stationary thing, or maybe some gas rig. I'm gonna assume an oil rig, and I wonder what's on this island here. I can see some kind of housing. I gotta get a hold of a boat. Tomorrow is gonna be the big attempted boat journey. Today we're gonna be at the super fancy hotel, so I'm gonna spend some time there and enjoy it because it's cost so much. You'll see how much it costs. It's pretty makwa. But you know, I'm here to present to you, you know, everything that you could possibly do here. So we have to try different hotels. I don't want to be checking in and out of a hotel every night, but you know, every day. But I'm here for a short time, and I just want to, when people watch this stuff, you know, and the idea for this content is it's not just now. It's not going to just get views and hits now. This stuff is going to last for years, you know. When somebody hopefully types in Condao in YouTube and they're looking for a non-Vietnamese, Mark Boyer did an amazing job here, Rusty Compass, like a long time ago, 10 years ago. But his video shows up a lot for it and has some significant views because people are going to want to be curious on what to do when they get there or where to stay. So that's what I'm hoping for, is these last for 2 to 3 to 4 years. Big, huge gust of wind. The UK guys also said there's no rain. It just gets cloudy. It hasn't rained. Super strong wind. All right, we're gonna cut out. Stay frosty, guys. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.